2007 marks the 10th year anniversary, actually, of my beginning in the music industry, and the beginning of that was in 1997, of course, with Savage Garden. It's a real roller coaster story, to be perfectly honest, because although I was in a band with Daniel Jones, the other band member, for a couple of years, really, when we decided that we wanted a record deal, it sounds really obnoxious, but it's the truth, we got one. And it's kind of one of those things where you have to be careful what you wish for, because we sat around and decided we wanted to get a record deal, and a year later we had an independent record deal in Australia, and an American DJ by the name of Guy Zapolian had picked up a copy of our song I Want You and made DAT copies of that and brought it back to America. And I think we had a top 20 airplay hit before ever getting a deal. And it was Clive Davis who flew the band to America, and we played a showcase in New York to Clive and Donnie Ienner at Columbia Records, and Donnie ended up signing us, and that was 10 years ago. I think I always had the intention to be a solo artist. The end of Savage Garden was actually quite traumatic even for me, because in the back of my mind I'd always thought, you know, eventually I want to become a solo artist. I had known for a long time that Daniel Jones wasn't really happy in that role. You have to understand, when we succeeded, it was a period of boy bands, and we felt very out of place because, first of all, we couldn't dance, and we were singers and producers and songwriters, and there was definitely a mentality out there that that pop was this kind of dirty word, and it was disposable in some ways. And it was actually Daniel who initiated the jump. He really made an evaluation about his life and said, I don't want to be a picture on the side of a shopping bag. I remember we were in Japan once, and the record company had made up shopping bags, and the local mall, we were all over the shopping bags at the mall. And that was a very prophetic thing, because the music that I wanted to make was changing, and I think as the charts were changing and as the world was changing, so were we as individuals. And I took a lesser travelled path. I think the music that, as a solo artist, I've explored, it would never have gotten me to the top of the Billboard charts had I begun there. I Knew I Loved You and Truly Madly Deeply changed my life. Writing them, I wish I could tell you that I had this grand plan and I knew that these songs were going to be classics and would be played on the radio forever and pay my rent forever. I had no idea. I just was writing with Daniel Jones these very simple and sincere love songs. And, I guess there's a lesson in that. There's something quite sincere about the intention. I think if you write a song that is pure and it isn't a marketing ploy, it's just something that comes from the heart, when that connects with people, it really connects on a massive scale.